Hey everyone, this is FaZe and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with another video on the Apple Vision Pro. I did a full unboxing video and also a review where I go over the Vision Pro and how it is as a productivity tool for those individuals who work from home and have embraced the remote work lifestyle like myself. Now, after extensively using this device for quite a few days, today I'm going to be going over what I like and what I don't like with the Apple Vision Pro. There's so many people that want to buy this product, and there's a lot of people who have been asking me, is it worth the almost $4,000 price tag? To be honest, it kind of depends. If you're looking at this as an entertainment device, then I don't think so. Because you can entertain yourself in a lot of different ways where you don't have to shell out this amount of money. But at the same time, if you want to use this as a productivity tool and as an entertainment device, then maybe it is. So I'm going to begin this video by talking about the pros, the things that I do like about the Apple Vision Pro. And the first thing, which I was going to save for the end, because I think it's the best feature, but I'm just going to go ahead and start off with that. And that's the virtual MacBook monitor. Now, like I said in the beginning, I am using this device as a productivity tool. And right now I have a workspace where I have a 30-inch monitor and I connect my MacBook Pro to that monitor, and I absolutely love that workspace. But when I bought this device and I got to see my entire MacBook screen right there in front of my eyes, I literally fell in love with it. It was so cool to see a 100-inch screen, and I could be doing work such as responding to emails, creating documents on such a large canvas. So that's a feature I really enjoy. You can use the keyboard and the trackpad of your MacBook. So that's the first feature that I really love about this. The second thing is that this brings a fantastic immersive experience. You know, when you watch the videos, you can see how you can be in a lake or the mountains, or you're watching a movie and you're fully into it. Those videos don't do justice. You really have to put this headset on and experience it for yourself. I have worn other headsets before and they're great, but this is way better in every way. And I think that for those who really want that true immersive experience, you're gonna really love this. But more than anything, what I really like about this device is that I found that I'm not really in the 360 immersive experience as much. I kind of like seeing what's around me and having a blend of the virtual world with reality. And I think this handles that really well. Now, the third thing I want to mention is that this is beautifully designed and it's made with some great materials. Now, I've used some other virtual reality headsets in the past, and to be honest, they feel cheap and clunky. And yes, there's quite a bit of heft to this actually, but this is very nicely built and it's comfortable in terms of the materials. There's nothing that's itching you or coming in the way. Everything of this, the whole mesh design, is really exquisitely designed and built for your head. So the materials are great, and when you're spending this amount of money, you don't want cheap plastic. So I like the build quality and overall design choice of the Vision Pro. The next thing I want to bring up is the ease of setup. I did not know what I was going to get myself into when turning this on and wearing it for the first time. It's as easy as setting up a MacBook, an iPhone, or an iPad. So basically, you put your headset on, it's going to try and calibrate your eye movement and your hands. And obviously, you do have to use your iPhone or an iPad to sync your device with iCloud and stuff like that. But it's a very seamless experience, and I really appreciated that. So we've talked about the virtual Mac, we've talked about how great the setup is, the build quality, the wonderful immersive experience, and the way you can watch movies and fully get inside what this device is wanting you to do. But also what's really nice is the eye tracking and hand movements. Sometimes I forget that there is no actual pass-through in this device. When you're wearing it, it's the cameras that are showing you the reality, right? So when I'm moving my hands around or picking things up or making things larger, it's so cool how there's almost zero lag when I'm, using my hands. And also the eye tracking was really cool. Like you do have to look at it. Like if I'm trying to open up an app, I have to look at the app. And it's not like your Mac or a phone where you can be, looking anywhere and just tap things, right? You have to be very precise. It does take some time getting used to, but it's super cool how accurate the hand tracking and the eye tracking is for this device. All right, so now that we've talked about the pros, let's talk about some of the cons, because there definitely are quite a few cons. Now, nothing is bad by any means. There's nothing about this device where I'm like, man, I hate this. The first thing I want to mention is the comfort. Now, this is, I wouldn't say it's the heaviest of all devices, but after using it for 20, 30 minutes, you do start feeling some fatigue, and you do feel like there's something like on your face that's weighing it down. Is it made with comfortable materials? Yes. But when you have it on your head and you're working, you can start to feel that weight on you, and that's not the most comfortable experience. So hopefully Apple fixes that and makes a thinner and lighter version for their second generation version of the Apple Vision Pro. It's fantastic, but the comfort isn't just quite there. The second thing is I'm not really a fan of the virtual keyboard that pops up when you're using this device. It looks cool, but I don't think it's the most intuitive. And it's not bad when you're just typing a few words on, let's say you're trying to search a video on YouTube or whatever. And I will say a lot of the times I am using Siri to dictate what I'm trying to say, but I realized that I kind of need, if I want to use it as a productivity tool, I can't depend on the virtual keyboard at all. You are not going to get any work done if you depend on that. You literally need to buy yourself a trackpad and a keyboard that's obviously Bluetooth compatible to use with the Apple Vision Pro. And of course, I don't really worry about that so much because I am depending on the trackpad and the keyboard of my MacBook to use this device as a productivity tool. But if you don't depend on your Mac and you don't depend on the other accessories you may have to purchase, just depending on the virtual keyboard of this Apple Vision Pro is not going to cut it. So I really hope with some software enhancements or something like that, they can update it, because to be honest, the virtual keyboard kind of sucks. So the next thing I want to talk about is pass-through. I love pass-through because you can actually see things as if it's really there, and you fail to realize sometimes that it's just the cameras that are showing you your actual realistic world, right? But at the same time, as great as it is when it works, it's also not great when you're in a low light situation. There's been a lot of times where I'm just sitting in my living room, it's nighttime, the lights are kind of dim, and I'm putting this headset on. That's where the hand tracking isn't as great, the eyesight isn't as great, and it's just lagging kind of, and everything's kind of blurry and fuzzy. And it looks like you went from 4K to 360p. So it's not the greatest in low light situations. So hopefully Apple can add some additional sensors or better lighting frequencies or something in this to make it better in low light situations, because pass-through is great, but I'm not always going to be in a bright environment, right? None of us are going to always be in bright environments. So what about the situations when you're in low light environments? That's where this doesn't look as great. So hopefully pass-through can be improved. It's not bad, but like I said, it's not great either. Next thing, Eyesight display. To be honest, it's not accurate. And if you even look at other YouTubers, they've mentioned this and they've talked about it. It doesn't look good at all. I wish that Apple didn't even try to do this, because the way they showed it off in their marketing videos and stuff like that, or even on their website, it looks really, really cool. It almost looks like there is a transparent display and you can see the person's eyes as if you would in real life, but it's not like that. It doesn't work accurately, and if it doesn't work accurately, it looks really funky. I do not like the Eyesight feature. Does not work great at all. Next up, the battery life. Now, this is a Gen 1 product, and 2 hours, 2.5 hours is not bad. But it's funny how I would use it throughout the day and I would pick it up the next day. I don't feel like I've used the device so much, and I'm already getting a message saying that, hey, I'm low on battery. So hopefully better battery life can be added on the second generation of the Apple Vision Pro. And last but certainly not the least, personas. Look, it looks really, really cool, right? I did my persona and it actually looks like me. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty decent. Everyone that I've talked to on a FaceTime call using this Apple Vision Pro headset, they just couldn't, they felt distracted. They felt like when they would watch me, they know it's not the real me. It looks very AI generated. What Apple has done is leaps and bounds better than what other competitors are doing. And I'm looking at you, Meta. What they have done is really cool, and I think it's a step in the right direction, but I do think it needs to be perfected. So it's a little more lifelike. It's not bad, but like I said, it's not great either. This is a great device, so don't take me wrong when I say that there's a lot of things that need to be improved. Every device needs improvements. And once again, I've only been using this for a few days, but I do think I've used it extensively enough to go over all the things I like and don't like. And a lot of these things can be improved over software updates, but some things do need to be worked on. I think the biggest thing for me is comfort. I just really want something that's a lot more comfortable. If you saw my review, my work from home review that I did on this, you could have seen that once I took the headset off, I have like a red mark here. When you wear it for long periods of time, you can see it on your face. But anyways, this is a great device. I really like it. Now, is it worth the $4,000 price tag? I don't know. It really depends on your lifestyle and how you plan on using this device. However, having said that now, leave all your questions and comments down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I will be doing more videos on the Apple Vision Pro. So stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you next time.